Thank you, Alejandro. Yes, we are here with JJ, who bounced back in style after yesterday's loss. JJ, tell us, first of all, how does it feel to be back here in St. Louis and play at the St. Louis Chess Club?
It's amazing. I mean, as always, it's great to be playing here. And I was very upset when the Classics got canceled due to COVID, but it's great to be back, and it's good to be bouncing back after a tough loss yesterday.
And it's great to have you back and your typical brand of fire chess on the board. Tell us a little bit about yesterday's game, but also about today's game.
Yeah, yesterday things, of course, didn't go too well. I wanted to surprise Chris out of the opening a little bit, but I think he surprised me back with a slightly unexpected move. So, I mean, I checked the h4 line, actually, but I didn't look at the move knight f3. So I wasn't very aware of those positions. And after the opening, I got a very unpleasant position, and of course it was very tough to get back, and he didn't give me any chances. So, but today I wanted to play for two results, a win or if a loss, but definitely draw was not in my mind. So I wanted to bounce back, and I'm lucky, and I got the prep in, and it worked out well.
Let's get right into the game. Alejandro, maybe you can pull that
Absolutely,
on
right
your
here.
board and take us through the game, JJ.
Yeah, so lately he has been playing the semi-Slav, and I played the semi-Slav like my whole life. So I thought that this G3 system can be annoying at times if Black is not 100% sure of how to handle it. And he played one of the most principled lines, of course, but it's super sharp, so it's exactly what I wanted for today. Knight d7, e4, bishop b7. Although it says dubious, it's actually it's the main line. And after knight d5, knight g5. Yeah, Black can also play bishop e7, but I think h6 is the main move. After bishop e7, it goes on with queen h5, g6, and so on.
Don't tell him all your secrets, right? Remember, he's there listening and taking notes.
Yes. So after h6, yeah, the main move is knight e6, but of course that has a lot of lines where I think white is still playing for something.
Right.
But it's too complicated, and it's like 30 moves of theory. But I think knight ge4 is underestimated because not that many people play it. First of all, white is down a pawn, and but I think there is a lot of compensation, of course. Queen b6, natural. Black wants to probably castle long at times, and bishop e3.
It seems like at this point he was still within his preparation. He was playing quite fast.
Yeah, I think he was surprised with bishop e3, and there are only like 2-3 games in this position. And the idea is actually simply to defend the pawn on d4. And I might want to go queen g4, queen h5 sometimes, and the pawn on d4 has to be defended. I'm never afraid of knight takes e3 because f takes just opens up the f file. And
that's going to be a big problem on the f7 square.
Yeah, queen h5 is coming, or queen f3 is coming, and it's very, very tricky. Okay, in my opinion, he played the most logical human moves, and that is what I mostly checked. And yeah, here the move b3 I think was important.
Where do you feel his big mistake came?
His big mistake came after I played bishop f4 in the game. So I was still in my prep.
Oh, wow.
Until here, and as far as I remember, after bishop f4, Black has to play h5 for some reason. And I don't remember exactly what happens if I move the queen. I know computer screams queen takes h5, but at the end it's a draw somehow. But I have no idea what happens if the queen goes back. So,
taking notes, I'm never allowing my students to play this variation.
Queen b4, rook ac1, and it seemed that the pressure on both sides is very difficult for Black to deal with. I like that despite the fact that Black's structure is very solid, it's just the piece activity. It's non-existent.
Yeah, it's like alpha 0. And yeah, I mean, after queen b4, I was out of book, but to me, it's just very unplayable to play with the black pieces. I don't know if I played it perfectly, but it felt good. So.
Oh, I felt like a very clean game.
Yeah.
The move queen h5, the computer is not in love with, but it still gives you a huge advantage.
Okay.
And after this, rook c7, it was basically game over. It's very difficult to defend the black king and all the pieces at the same time.
Yeah, after bishop c8, I actually was going to play h takes g5. I thought that was the winning line. After takes, bishop takes king d6. I thought rook fc1, but there's queen e1 check. And I was super annoyed when I saw this.
Ooh.
Because after rook takes rook h5, bishop f4, I think he can play e5, and I have 3 pieces hanging at the same time. And I have no idea. Like, I can go rook d7, I guess, but why am I going to be down in exchange for no reason?
Actually,
he
maybe
can,
a full rook.
yeah,
right?
he takes with the king,
d7.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was not happy when I saw that, so I just played rook fc1 immediately. And I think at that point, the game should be over.
Yeah, the game is, by all practical means, over. Very nice bounce back here, as Abimanyu wasn't able to defend his position. Good job, 1 out of 2, not bad at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad.
Clean game, JJ. Congratulations, and
Thank
we're
you,
looking
thank
forward
you.
to see you in the next rounds.
Yeah, hopefully.
We also